heartbreak,
Got it down inside the 45.
numbness,
Just inside 45 yards. The kick is up.
a long winter.
To the Grey Cup.
For 8 of the CFL's 9 teams, the offseason begins with the same question. What if? While fans replay painful memories and missed opportunities, the work never stops. Behind closed doors, the search is already underway.
Hamilton Tiger-Cats select Jonathan Dennis.
New faces, new ideas, new belief. Free agency comes and goes. The draft arrives and passes. And before long, another climb begins. Over the next 7 months, this team will cross the country from coast to coast, chasing a goal that has remained just beyond our reach. The road will be demanding, the setbacks inevitable, the margin for error razor thin. But in Hamilton, they don't ask for an easier path, they embrace the climb. And with every practice, every kilometer, every sacrifice, the Hamilton Tiger-Cats move one step closer to the summit of Canadian football.
I think the biggest thing from 2025 to now is just the experience that you gained along the journey, right? So, failure's not final. We know there's always one goal.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first one is just finishing. I think we had a really good team last year. When you look back on it, the run that we kind of went on, I think the 6-game win streak, and I think internally we knew what type of team we were.
It's like, all right, listen, we're going to be back in that position. We're going to be back in the playoffs. I believe in that. I believe in the team that we have. I believe in our coaches, and I just know that we're going to have that film to learn from to make sure that we get over the hump.
I think just bringing the experience and those types of things back with you into 2026 always bode well for the future.
Over the winter months, the work really never stops for the players. A quick rest, vacation to the beach, and then right back to the grind of staying in game shape. Some made the Steel City their permanent home, while others return a few days before training camp officially begins.
Parking Scott spot. That's how you get in trouble. That's how you get cut year 14. Most important thing in training camp, comfortable shoes. Got to take care of the feet. Scott gets up there, talks. He'll have some kind of theme for training camp of, what's your why, or, tell me why you're still playing. He might have the old guys come up and say, why are you still playing? For me, there's a couple things. I think 2 years ago when Scott got me up there to ask that question, a lot of it was family. A lot of it, for me, was the guys in the room, young guys that haven't been to a championship, played in a championship. This year it's definitely my dad. I think losing my dad this offseason was tough. It was expected at some point, but my dad has always been just my absolute biggest fan. He's obsessed with the team. Anytime I call, and I'll try to drive the, conversation towards family or whatever, it ends up going to football quick. He's like, oh man, I saw you signed this guy, I love it. I saw you got Winton, man, it's gonna be a great pickup for us. And my little brother who lived with him recently was just saying, man, it's every game. He's on that couch 2 hours before the game, watching pregame, just researching the team. So I think my why is just this year's little extra motivation is just doing it for my dad.
All right, we'll see ya. Yeah, this is our original. Came out with me the first year when I came. So Loki was born in 2020, brought him out here for the 21 season. As my emotional support animal, lived in the hotel with me during that 21 season when we were quarantining at the Sheraton. I don't know how I did that looking back on it, but yeah, he's been with me my whole CFL career. So the Ticats bag, it's getting real. And for whatever reason, I'm not packing light. I don't know why. I haven't learned at this point, but as a veteran, you kind of got to bring the first initial snacks in for the DBs so they understand this is the standard of the rookies bringing stuff in. So I got some Rice Krispie treats. These are my favorite. These high chews really helps when it's 7 p.m. at night and you're in a meeting and the eyes are drifting off a little bit and you grab a little snack to get you going through the rest of that meeting on day 10 of training camp. I think the one thing I've been thinking about because I guess my roommate this year is Brandon Reffenberg, who's a very close friend of mine. I'm guessing as soon as I see him, it's going to be like, hey, like who are we pranking first, or the traditional thing that we do. I think I talked about it before, and if I didn't, this is the first time people are probably hearing of it, but we have like the trash cans that are in the room, and we fill them, we put them in the shower, we fill them with water, and you lean them up against people's doors, you know, knock on the door, run off, and all the doors open in. So as soon as they open the door, their front of the room just gets flooded with water. Yeah, just most looking forward to being back with the guys. Like obviously being back on the field and playing football, because that's, you know, the most fun part of it. But when you have a good group of teammates and guys that can like joke around with each other while also like be serious when it comes time to playing football, it just makes that team bond that much bigger. It makes everything that much more fun, and yeah, excited for all that.
Old Mac. Back at Mac. That's what we can call it. Episode 1, back at Mac. Yeah, I think training camp's only like 2.5 weeks maybe. That's counting the preseason game, but it feels like 2 months. I mean, it feels like just the longest time. You have power practices, you have meetings all day, you're waking up at 5 a.m. and then, you know, you're not done until, you know, 10, 11 o'clock at night. It's almost like being stranded on a boat or in the desert or something. Like, I feel like time just escapes you. So as soon as you get here, you start to remember, you're like, oh yeah, it's about to be a grind.
Okay, Law.
You got the Keurig? I know where to get good coffee.
Nespresso, man.
Hey,
Come on, man.
Hey, good Nespresso.
Good coffee.
So, I've had a lot of stuff.
Bro, it's just like.
This is like what?
Well, okay, hold on. This is all my my locker stuff. So like they didn't bring all my locker stuff. So like this stuff really doesn't count. And then this is like snacks for the DBs.
What are these? These two bags?
That's like my clothes. See, he only wears one pair of clothes. He's outing himself right now.
Uno! What's up, brother? What's up, my guy? Good? Moving in there?
Yeah, we got it's the documentary.
Doc, what up?
Oh, right off the elevator? That's dangerous. Jaker! Oh, he's not in here. All right. Back to Mac, training camp 14. But it is time to unpack and get in this playbook. What's your name? Caleb, good to see you, brother. You ready to watch us run? Yeah? You want to get out here and run with us?
When you're talking about training camp, you're talking about, you know, all of the hard work that everybody's put in. It's the vision that you have. It's a chance to prove, for some of them they're on a new team, for some of them they're coming back, for some of them it's going to be closure. That's the reality of training camp. Everybody doesn't make it. There's going to be heartaches and pains and disappointment. With that, there's a tremendous amount of joy and excitement.
All right, let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Hey, coach. Hey, Whitey's stomach hurts. He doesn't think he can snap today.
Huh? He needs a little bit more head. A little bit more of that.
This guy yesterday, yo, Larry Roundtree, don't call him my first name. This guy looks like, probably shouldn't have told anybody that. Now they're all gonna come call you Larry. Oh, God, that's the throw right there, boys. Training camp is it's a crazy time because for one, you're in there, you're trying to learn people's names, right? Unless you go out there and you make a play where you make me remember your name, right? All of a sudden you see a DB make a diving interception, and you're like, yo, who is that, right? And all of a sudden now you know that guy's name, or you make a huge mistake and I learn your name for the wrong reason.
You ready?
Training camp's only 2.5 weeks. It goes by really quick, and the goal is to really bring the guys together as a team.
Set the fucking tone for camp. Here we go.
You got to be able to do it quick, or else the team can fall apart, very fast at the first sign of adversity if you're not tightly bonded and have that belief in one another.
I'm mic'd up, boys.
You were not sitting with us.
I'm not sitting alone. Lunch of champions right here. French fries and chicken. It's been great, honestly. Legs are a little heavy, but standard training camp. Coaches are taking care of us. We got legs here.
My legs are also tired.
His legs are fine. His legs are fine. Just one leg is sore for him. Big game this week. Playing the Argos at home. You got to give the fans what they want that game. Maybe the legs walk-off field goal. We just need to send a message early. Hit anything that's blue.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
With just over 2 weeks to evaluate and prepare, the Ticats stayed diligent throughout training camp and 2 preseason games against the Argos, leaving the front office with difficult decisions of cutting down their team to the final roster. Making dreams, but ending others.
You want to acquire players, obviously they got to be talented. At the same time, you want players that are self-starters. You don't always have to push them, they're pushing themselves. They want to be the best version. From there, you just want to let them be themselves, because at the end of the day, they are people before they're players.
The kickoff of the CFL season has finally arrived. And what better place to start the year than in the Hammer? Across the field lies a familiar foe, a young quarterback that has yet to lose a game in the regular season, and the team that ended the Tiger Cats Grey Cup hopes last fall on this very field.
It's game 1 of 81 in the Canadian Football League. It is a sunny start to this ball game. A little bit of wind, a little bit of tension in the air as well. It's the Tiger Cats and the Alouettes. It should be an exciting start to the year.
Let's go! Fully and completely, bro. Fully and completely, bro. All fucking game. Let's fucking get it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Our coaching staff kind of decide on what our mantra is going to be for the year. Last year it was believe, and we really held true to that. And this year was fully, completely.
If you're here for the right reasons, if this is what you want, if you want to bring a cup back to Hamilton, it's giving it anything and everything that you have.
You know, that's what we're sticking to this year is fully, completely fill your cup every day and empty it every day as well for your brothers next to you.
Wooden at the 19. Bo Levi back to pass, and he'll swing one out to Roundtree near side, makes the catch at the 20. From the 1, Dolegala under center, goes to the right side across the end zone, and it's a touchdown, touchdown Cats to open 2026. 7-0 Ticats lead.
Second quarter, Alexander. Over the middle, he threads that beautifully to Sneed. Still going into the end zone for the first Alouette touchdown at 2026.
Carrick Wheatfall makes the grab, and it's another Ticats first down. Snap comes back, it's the handoff to the fullback and into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown Cats! Ante Milanovic Litre. The Tiger Cats will have the lead going into the break as Mitchell is going to toss it into the backfield. It is caught by Wheatfall, trying to make a move, gets to the 3, down to the 1. It's a touchdown!
Touchdown, baby!
Touchdown Cats! Welcome to Hamilton, Carrick Wheatfall.
2nd and 9 now. Mitchell loads up, picked up. Robert Kennedy has it. Oh, the Alouettes need this. Has himself a pick 6 on opening night in Hamilton.
So 24-17 is now the score.
Alexander looks into the end zone. Touchdown! Tyson Philpott had Greg Jr. all over him. And he still managed to bring it in.
Mitchell has the football. Deep drop. Pump fake. Now will shovel it. It is caught by Curly Gittens. Mitchell has it. Looking. Firing. End zone. It is Lawler. Oh, and it's tipped out of bounds. From 37, it is good.
Zeros on the clock, but it's not over. 27-27.
Blitz comes. Mitchell throws. Wheatfall makes the catch at the 25. Did the football come loose? It did! Wheatfall fumbled. Montreal picks it up.
And all the Alouettes need is a field goal to win this game.
Snap comes back. Altos Diaz puts it up, and the kick is good.
There's plenty of mistakes each one of us made. I'm up 14 points. I'm a veteran quarterback. Man coverage, and I double pump a hitch route, and the guy picked 6 when we're up 14 points. That play doesn't happen, we win that game.
We let our foot off the gas a little bit, maybe got a little bit too high on the lead and thinking that we were good and we could kind of cruise. And the game, the game can take a turn at any moment. And I think that was a good learning lesson for us as a team to say, hey, we're a really good football team, and we were capable of beating them on that night.
As a full team, you come back in and say, listen, okay, you got your tails kicked at home. Now go out, look at the mistakes, figure out why, but then flush it. I talk to guys sometimes about etch-a-sketch mindset. You're sitting there, you're trying to draw something, you're trying to be perfect, you mess up, you shake it up, brand new slate, time to go again. Come back week 2 mentally as a new person, ready to go. You've learned from that. Don't think about that. We're going into Winnipeg, a place that last year we got beat, I don't know what it was, 43-3.
It's an opening game kick return for a touchdown. The Bombers have broken this thing wide open. It's now 25-3, and that is the ball game. It's the Bombers bombing the Ticats this afternoon. Hamilton's worst loss of the 2025 season.
Haven't handled the noise the way we should. We've got guys not understanding their plays, right? So there was a clear difference to me in practice of the way guys were locked in.
Yeah, I think just being on the road, for me, I always love it. Like, I know a lot of people love, playing at home and waking up in their own bed, but I think for me, there's something special about being able to travel with, your brothers on the football team and just kind of spend that extra time together. The card games, the loud music, the different things that are going on the plane where, you're just kind of hanging out, some guys watching film, watching movies. And then once you kind of get into the city, right, you're obviously only there for a short time, but again, it's weird. Like, we hang out so much together as a team, and my wife always says, like, how do you not get tired of your teammates and stuff like that? And I think it just goes to show that bond that we have, that connection.
Following the Week 1 loss and yet another year with the threat of starting the campaign 0-2, the team takes a road trip to Winnipeg in what is already shaping up to be a statement CFL matchup. Returning to his former home is star receiver Kenny Lawler. Although now into his second year with the black and gold, Winnipeg will always hold a special place in his heart. Road trips to Winnipeg give the opportunity to catch up with friends that support him on and off the field, regardless of the distance and the jersey color.
Once upon a time, we got invited to join the Bombers in their Christmas party in the locker room. Kenny was there. I ended up meeting Kenny and really just hit it off.
After meeting Kenny, actually at the first interview there, we brought him out to Beausejour, and we have annual snowmobile races, and KJ and Mayana as well came out. That day that I met him, I realized KJ has autism, so, and my son as well has autism, so that we kind of hit it off there. So we decided that we were going to put on a football camp in Beausejour, Manitoba. It was a great success, and now the town of Beausejour has a high school football team.
My dog, man, I missed you, man. Yeah, I got a little band-aid on.
This is a true story. This just happened.
All right.
We were rolling up. We were coming into town. There's a guy up on a ladder going up with a Kenny Lawler t-shirt. Go. Hamilton.
Yeah.
Black and yellow. And we were both like, oh my
damn,
God,
I wish you would have got a picture of that. Oh, for my jersey damn near to be in the north side, like, you know what I mean? Like,
man,
that's respect.
Like,
that's respect.
Man, I'm telling you, man, that was real. Man, you remember the football camp? Yeah. That boy was crying, tears in his eyes, thanking you. Yeah. He didn't even want to take an extra card. Remember that? He was signing the card. Like, that's who Kenny Lawler is. On the field, off the field, as a person, as an amazing friend. That's who I think Kenny Lawler is.
I think it was last year, the guys had Lawler on their chest. Lawler, we miss you, you know what I mean? And it's just like, to be a Hamilton Tiger Cat, but to say I still have, a legacy here as well, it's just, I think kind of, what guys search for within their professional journeys is to be able to create legacy.
It's the 0-1 Tabbies against the 1-0 Bombers from Princess Auto Stadium, where the rain is falling and the Tiger Cats hoping to end their 5 consecutive seasons of opening 0-2.
You're quiet! You're quiet! Quiet! Where's the booze? Where's the booze?
drives to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger Cats. And down he goes. Isaiah Begna. And now he'll go back to the arm. Flips it underneath. Max Bang! Welcome to the CFL and welcome to the end zone, 82. Bo Levi Mitchell in the shotgun. Pressure on, looks over the middle. Timing throw. DeAndre Smith has it. Reaches to the end zone and he has his second. Dolagala finds a hole to the right-hand side and punches it in. Laros tries to dance his way out of it and he can't.
The kick is up and it is good. And the Tiger Cats get the dub in Winnipeg.
That's a dub in the bag. So, they counted us out, but we believe. Hamilton, we coming back home. Let's get it.
You can't win the Grey Cup in June, but every game matters. Avoiding a slow start to the season, this group puts the nightmares of an 0-2 start to rest. While there are familiar faces behind the face masks, this is a different group, one that's ready to leave their own mark on the CFL.